Hey guys, welcome to this demo. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use an AI function within Adobe Photoshop called the generative fill. And we're going to be participating as a design class with the art shop that's going to be, or not the art shop, but the snack shop that's going to be on campus. This is an art show that's been held annually at Santa Paula High for quite some time. Last year it came back after being away for a bit. Our participation though is going to be to create an ice cream parlor. So we're going to have an artificial intelligence ice cream parlor generated in Photoshop. So I'm going to walk you through the process of generating a new file. So creating a file, then creating AI artwork ice cream, and we're going to limit it to 30 prompts. So I want you to make sure that you are creating 30 prompts minimum with the creation of your ice cream. So I'm going to hit new file. When I hit new file, it's going to pop up this window. I'm going to set my units 2 inches. Our width we're going to set to 11, and then our height is going to be set to 8.5. So 8.5 by 11 is our standard like sheet of paper. 8.5 by 11, that's printer paper. Our resolution we want to set to 300 dpi. That way if it prints, it's going to look really nice. And our color mode is going to be RGB. Background can be set to transparent. Let's go ahead and put it to white. And then I'm going to hit create. So again, you can see 8.5 by 11 inches. It's in landscape mode, 300 dpi, RGB, and I'm going to hit create. Now once I do that, it's going to just generate this file, and there's nothing in there. The cool thing with the generative fill is you can basically make a selection within your picture space, and then you can start typing in. So text is used to then reference or actually make a server with Photoshop's like proprietary artificial intelligence, and then it will kind of reference its photographic bank and then start to actually paint an image for you. These images don't exist. It's a computer that's actually just making them. To reset your workspace, I'm going to go to Window, Workspace. I'm on Photography, and I'm just going to hit Reset Photography. I want to show this just to help you find your tools if you haven't, if they are disappearing for some reason and you need to just reset them. So I'm going to take my rectangular marquee tool. This is a great tool for just selecting things. I can click on it, and then you're going to notice outside the actual image space, I'm going to click in that black and then drag all the way out to the black on the lower right hand corner. That way I know I have all the pixels selected. So I can start, so I can make sure everything is actually selected. Now right here, we've got this little bar that kind of like floats up, and it's specific to whatever thing you're working. So it kind of changes dependent upon what tools that you have. Now inside here, if you make a selection, typically whenever you make a selection, so long as you have your updated Photoshop, it's going to give you this generative fill prompt. And so what I do, this is just a button, I click on it, and then you'll see that this little bar then changes to a little prompt, like what would you like to generate. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to type in countertop, and I want you guys to see like what happens. So COUNTERTOP. If you don't spell correctly, it's going to still output an image, but sometimes it might be a little bit strange. With the generative fill, you kind of have to wait for it to actually return a result, and then you have 3 selections or 3 choices. And so you can see right here, I've got this first one, looks like some kind of like maple top counter in a kitchen, background's all blurred out. The next one here, I've got some sourdough, salt and pepper mills, this weird looking spatula. The thing that you're going to notice with a lot of these images is that some of the stuff kind of makes sense, but then sometimes the AI just like draws weird things. So you may need to actually modify your backgrounds. So I think this one's kind of fun. And starting with an image, you can now kind of like modify it or mess with it. So I still have my rectangular marquee tool here. I'm going to select the counter space here alone, and I'm going to type in like white marble countertop. I don't know if countertop is one word or two words. Spelling is not my strong suit. That's why I got into art and I don't write books. So again, you can kind of anticipate this space then changes. It's going to give you those 3 different options here. I'm kind of thinking about this, I don't know, fancy ice cream parlor. I don't know, where we can have a bunch of different gourmet ice creams on display. So in the back here, maybe in the far back, I'm going to change this out for like tubs of ice cream. And then I'll put a comma. They are blurry. The more specific you are with the prompts, the better the results that are returned. And so I would say continue to play with this. Like, I want you to be specific about what you're doing. This kind of looks like makeup products. That looks like just a bunch of jars. And that doesn't look right. So if you get a result that you don't quite like, you can also hit generate again, and then you'll get a separate image returned. The larger the selection, typically the better the result, just because it gives the AI a little bit more space to work with. And I would say like this isn't working very well at all. So I'm going to select all of the background here, and then I'm going to type in ice cream parlor. For this assignment, again, we're going to try to get a minimum of 30 prompts. And so that's kind of funny. Some of these kind of work, some of them don't. I don't like the results yet. But I'm going to move my image here. You can see on the background here, there's going to be each one of these layers that's created is an actual prompt. So far I have 3 prompts, and so I'm just going to keep going until I get 30. So I don't quite like this one yet. I'm just going to put maybe like cabinets with a window. Cabinets with a window looking outside. And then from this point, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep going, just so you guys can see this actual process take place. So I don't know, that's kind of a fun kitchen. I'm going to put looking outside, window is in center of picture plane. I'll hit regenerate. Here it looks like the countertop turned into like floor. So other things you can do are just like textures. So white brick wall. That kind of works a little bit better. Some options here. Kind of like this one. And I'm going to do, how about a wooden table? Some options here. This one's kind of cool. Now I'm just gonna get into, I don't know, making it a little bit kind of funnier. So I'm now gonna put giant ceramic bowl. I'm gonna make it red, or see if I can add red to it. This one's kind of fun. Now what I can do is by taking the rectangular marquee tool, I can actually select the area that's kind of like overlapping with the bowl. And I want to make sure I select pixels that cross over the object so that if I generate something in there, it can kind of interact with that edge. So then I'm going to go and type in mint. I'm going to type in mint chocolate chip ice cream mound. It's pretty good. Nice. This is where I can kind of play with, like, type in the table is breaking. I don't think that really does what I want it. It's kind of interesting. Not quite sure what that is, but I don't know, it's wild. I can also play with certain things like put a flag on top of this. So I put flag on pole in ice cream. Some options there. I don't know what that flag is, but it's kind of fun. I'm going to put man skiing. These images aren't great. Put a bit realistic in there. Don't like these ones at all. So if I don't like a prompt, I can just select a layer and then just hit delete. Yes. Then here maybe I can try that again, just put like man sitting or child sitting. It's a little strange. That was supposed to be gear, G-E-A-R. Little child in snow gear. There we go. So something you can also do, if I delete this one, I can also, I'm going to hit delete, yes. You can also select multiple areas and affect them all at once. So like maybe I want a kid there, I can hold shift and add to the selection and put something there, hold shift, add to the selection, put something there. And then I can hold shift and add to the selection and put there. So I've got these 4 different spots here. So then I can put like kids playing in the snow. And what I'm hoping is that I can get, you know, kids in these 4 different spots, and it looks like they're actually playing in snow or dressed up in snow gear. So we'll see what it turns out. It looks a bit more like artificial. These ones are definitely more like strange. They look like fake kids. I'm gonna hit generate again. Again, sometimes if the selection is too small, it doesn't return very good results. It's kind of interesting. Okay, and so I think that demonstrates, I'm going to delete that one. I think that demonstrates kind of like the thing that we're actually going for here. So again, to join in the actual snack shop here on campus, it's going to take place in Mr. Lamb's classroom. We are going to generate probably 30 different images focused on ice cream. I'm going to show you this in full screen. And so our goal is to create some images that can be kind of fun, that could be sold at the actual snack shop, and are going to be focused specifically on just ice cream. All right, have fun with it, play with it. If you can put some little jokes in there or make the image kind of exciting, that would definitely be extra points or just a bonus. And then if you can sell it, that would be even cooler. All right, take care, guys.